I just got this VG30 DETT engine off the engine stand. We did the clutch and flywheel. Transmission's getting ready to go back on. But I just wanted to make a quick video of everything that's been done to this while the engine's been out of the car. This is going back in our Z32 twin turbo that we are kind of going through, getting ready for the next owner. So anyone interested in bidding on it, this is kind of going to be a little bit long, but I just want to go through everything before we put the engine back in. So for my memory, for people that have questions on what was done, etc., this will hopefully help. 120K service was completed. New OEM Nissan timing belt, OEM Nissan timing belt tensioner. The pulleys were replaced. All the cam seals were done at the same time. New accessory belts up here. See new water pump back there. These water necks were also replaced, OEM Nissan. Same with these sensors here. Those are brand new OEM Nissan. And then those connecting pipes in the back are new OEM Nissan as well. Z1 silicone hoses back there with new clamps, just to make sure that's all good to go. And then these accessory belts were also replaced. Those are all brand new. And I may be forgetting something we did up here for the 120K service. I do have pictures of this all taken apart and all that good jazz. Just, again, kind of going over everything real quick before I start putting this back together. This intake plenum is temporarily on right now. It will be coming off when the engine goes back into the car, and then it'll go on for the final time once the wiring harness is all connected and everything. So this is all torqued down and on here right now. It'll come back off. This intake plenum gasket will get replaced with a new one. We do have brand new injectors in here with the new style connectors. I have these clips on here from the old harness just to kind of keep them from getting damaged. That's why they're cut. We have a brand new wiring harness going in this car, which I'll go over in a second. But both exhaust and intake valve covers were redone. And then the spark plug tubes have a little seal. Those were all replaced on the bottom where this neck goes down. All those are brand new spark plugs. The half moons in the back here were also replaced for the valve covers. So all that's been resealed, redone. Everything was replaced. You can see here with Z-Spec hardware for the valve covers. And then same for the timing covers up front here. This kind of helps clean it up a little bit. And figured why not. All the hoses have been replaced. Vacuum lines are all brand new hoses. And everything's been ear clamped tight and double checked. New vacuum lines from the wastegate. These are, did not mean to order these in blue, but I didn't want to have to send them back and wait for black, so I figured it's all on the back of the engine. You won't see it anyway, so I prefer black, but that's okay. So these coolant lines are all brand new. Actually, kind of helps highlight where you can see what's been replaced. New, and the ones that are ear clamped there. And then same over here for the turbo coolant lines, all brand new. And then working our way over here, again, brand new vacuum lines everywhere. Everything was gone over, touched, made sure it was good. I want this thing to be turnkey, ready for the next owner. You know, these cars are so old now that all of these lines on any vehicle like Z32 that you're gonna buy, these are gonna be just, they're rotted, they leak. Just, you almost have to get these cars, pull the engine out, and go through this process unless it's been done, which most of them I see have not been done like this. These water necks go to the heater hoses that go to the firewall. Those are brand new. We've got an Exidy clutch in here, Z1 pressure plate with the Z1 lightweight flywheel. We also did a new pilot bushing in there. You can't see it, but it's in there, brand new. And then we replaced the rear main seal. All these, like the turbo returns, are also replaced for the oil return to the pan with those, just to prevent any leaks. Z1 motor mounts, these are brand new. They'll be going in there. Let's see, what else? We have new battery cables. The old ones, like I said, they're just things, they're old cars. You know, this stuff needs to be replaced. So this is brand new. New motor mount on this side. And then we have a brand new alternator harness. New oil pressure sending unit. And we also have a whole new wiring harness for the entire car, just to eliminate anything that will potentially have issues there. I can go over that in a second. Transmission, we have a new throwout bearing. Let's see, this is the sleeve for the throwout bearing. We have the Z1 upgraded clutch fork, supposed to be stronger, and a new boot for the transmission. Couple new sensors. This one, like I said, is old, completely broken off. We have both of those. That'll be going in just to replace these old crappy brittle clips. We've cleaned this transmission up. Everything is in good shape. This car ran pretty good before we took it apart. Just kind of decided to go all out and get it serviced and ready for the next guy. I don't think there's anything else I'm missing. I can't remember if I mentioned brand new injectors. I think I did. Again, all new Z-Spec hardware for the valve covers. And then, oh yes, also on the underside here, you can see on the oil pan, that was all taken apart and resealed. And again, we use Z-Spec hardware for the redoing the oil pan. So, and then the little gaskets in front were replaced for the oil pan, all resealed with Nissan factory RTV. I like to use the Nissan stuff, it just makes sense to stick with OEM. And then these turbo lines for the oil cooler, or not turbo lines, sorry. Well, this turbo return is also Z1. This is aligned to the oil cooler. These are also new Z1 silicone hoses. So everything on here is gonna be brand new, essentially, minus, you know, turbos. Those are factory. We're not gonna change those out. They seem to be in pretty good shape. And the car wasn't smoking or doing anything weird before we took it apart. So we are gonna leave those. It's factory size injectors. I believe they're 370 cc's. And then moving over to the harness. This is the old alternator harness. And then another sub harness from something over there that's gonna get replaced. This is the alternator harness. This is the old battery, and then this is the alternator harness. Those are both brand new here and on the back. We have our original harness up here that runs over and feeds everything. These just get so, I mean, look at it. This one's got a broken wire. And these are all, you know, you can't really, some of them are hard to get to or hard to see. But this plastic is just, I mean, look at that. You can just, it's so old and brittle that it's not reliable. So this is all getting replaced with a brand new wiring harness from Z1. So that's over here. That'll be going in obviously before we do the engine reinstall. So this is the brand new OEM harness, you know, brand new clips everywhere. Don't have to worry about stuff not working or failing. So that'll all be done. And then I think that kind of wraps it up. We are going to be doing a full HICUS delete. So this is the old HICUS pump and whatever else you have here. That's getting deleted. We're going to go ahead and take out these lines. These are the lines that run back through here, up over the subframe, and then back to the What controls the hike is the rear wheel steering. So we are going to go ahead and delete all that because it doesn't really work well on these cars, and I think it takes away from it when it does work. I don't personally enjoy it, and it seems to be a leak point, problematic, etc. So that's going to get deleted. We have the Z1 delete bar that'll go in here. We'll remove all these lines, get everything out of here so it's a nice clean delete. And then we are going to replace these rear subframe bushings. We have new bushings over there on the table somewhere over there. You can see these, they start to leak a fluid. It's just, they're shot. I mean, again, age. So these two in the back, and then these two, you can't really see right there. They have like a fluid in them. They start to leak. So those will get pressed out, put new ones in there. And I think that's pretty much it. You know, we cleaned everything up in here pretty good. Just got all the grime and road debris off of the bay in here, so that's all clean. This has been an Arizona car, so there's no corrosion or rust or anything under here. It's really nice. So yeah, just want to make this video. I know it's kind of lengthy, but it'll help me and potential bidders kind of know, what was all done. I'm sure there's probably something I might be missing that we did that I kind of forgot about. Something little. New knock sensor sub harness that goes back in there is new. Everything, all the wires would be brand new. Minus a few exceptions of stuff that's not broken. So it should be, really dialed in and ready to go for the next guy. Like I said, there may be a few things I'm forgetting. If there's questions, just let me know and I should be able to answer them, no problem. Anyway, sorry for the length of this video. Hope you find it helpful, and good luck to potential bidders. Thank you.